boys will be boys. And there was fights.
Peter. Isn't that cute? Come here, Peter. Come here. But an extra special thank you to the members.
Hey y'all, Amy here. Welcome back to the farm. We have had a very busy week here on the farm, and I'm going to show you some of the things that we have been up to. The very first thing is, this is my goat area. Y'all know that. Y'all have seen that. Well, guess what? This is the end of it. Look at here. Look what we've got here. We have got a space for the stinky boys. Hi, stinky boys. Over the span of a couple of days, Brian and I, mostly Brian, put together this buck pen out here for the boys. They have their shelter, they have their shade cloth, they have their hay rack, they got some things to get on, they've got space for grazing. It goes all the way out there. That little wooden pallet thing is the gate to it out here. Now, this is a sycamore tree. They grow really fast. I'm hoping that'll provide good shade for them, whatever may be out here in the next coming couple of years. But for now, we've got this nice shade cloth out here, and they've got their houses. And the only issue we're gonna have is gonna be this fence line between the two. When we first completed this little field out here, it was Toby and Miriam's goat Precious who was here staying for a little while. They were in here first, and Bernard was still over here with the other goats, with the girls. Well, it was a whole thing because Bernard wanted Precious and Precious wanted Bernard, and Toby didn't like it. And so we had to put some hog panel up along this fence line because boys will be boys, and there was fights. But I wish I could show you. If you could see this hog panel right now, you would see how dented it was. And it's a little funny. Look at this boy. Oh, they're stinky boys. They're stinky. So Precious went home because he did his job. And then I put Bernard over here. And currently I don't have any issues because with this fence line here, because I don't have any girls in here that are gonna be going into heat. They're all pregnant. Before the time comes for them to do that, this fence line here is gonna get an upgrade. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is do cattle panel, but like lift it a little to extend the height so that no goats can jump over it. And it also strengthens it and gives us an extra layer of protection between the boys and the girls. What do you think, Bernard? What do you think, Bernard? I know. Tobe. This pretty girl here is going to be having a baby in about 19 days or so. So when she's due, she's only got one. I am positive of it because she is teeny tiny, but her milk bag is starting to develop. This is Mabel. This will be her first. Toby is the daddy of that one. And then my Willow here is due in 20 days. And she has got at least two, maybe two big ones or three small ones. Can't be sure. She's your sweet Willow. She's my sweet Willow. She also is carrying Toby babies. And then little Thelma Lou here, she is bred, but I am not sure if it's Bernard or if it is another friend's buck I had here named Moose. So depending on her due date, I won't know, exactly who it is, but it's gonna be in the new year before she has babies. One of the other things we did over the past week is we got hay. The neighboring field that we maintain was baled for us. And y'all, we got 54 round bales for us over the winter. And so we got that hauled. I made a video on here and you saw us doing 14 bales to begin with. And then the next weekend we finished up and got all the rest of them. So that was another thing that we did. Now, another update for you. This is a little chicken coop that I have out here. And this is a cat. you saw my last video, you recognize this cat. In my last video, I was telling you about this little guy. His name was Peanut, and his brother, not from the same litter, but they came from the same place. They both came to the farm, and I was trying to find them a home. Well, y'all, I couldn't find one. In a week's time, I wasn't able to find anywhere, and I don't want to send them to a shelter or a pound. Everything is so full right now. It's kitten season. So this little guy is gonna stay here, and the other little guy is gonna stay here. And yes, I know I already had 7 cats, and honestly, what's 2 more at this point, you know? I opened up the little side so we can see him, but he has to stay in here. The reason he has to stay out here is because this guy's not fixed yet, and our cat Peanut is not fixed yet. Peanut uses the doggy door. She comes outside, and not far, just to the front porch. But he's used to being inside, and I don't want him to come in the front porch or in the front door. We're not having kittens. That will not happen, not doing that. So he's gonna get fixed first, hopefully in the coming week, and then Peanut will be getting fixed after that. But he'll be primarily outside as another barn cat. He spent most of his life inside, so he's probably gonna discover the doggy door and also come inside, because Levi is also gonna let him come inside. But anyway, that's loud. Brian's cousin is building a house across the road, and so there's going to be a lot of construction noises in my background for a while. But this guy has a new name because we can't have 2 Peanuts, and the other Peanut was here first, and her name was Peanut. So this guy, he's still young, and we're going to use the P sound, and so he is Peter. Isn't that cute? Come here, Peter. Levi calls him Peter Parker. If you know, you know. Here we go. So yeah. Okay, so Peter here is staying. Cheddar is tiny. He's inside. He will also be fixed when he is big enough to be fixed. He's super tiny right now. But yeah, Peter and Cheddar are a part of MistyDawnFarm now. Okay, now this side, over here. A couple of things over here. You hear the pigs. They're about ready for their supper. They're still here. They will be here for like 4 more days, and then they will be ready to go, and they'll be leaving. They're in here being loud. But for the first time in her little life, Beatrice has spent a couple of hours out here in the barn. She just got fed her bottle. Abby fed her bottle. She's in here sleeping. I see it. My little baby. Now the plan is to keep this stall open and to let her be in here. This is the little outside area that we have. This is where I put pregnant mamas, and I have it set up so that the babies can't get out, because I have tiny wire at the bottom and wire halfway up along the sides. So I haven't had any issues with babies getting out of this spot. However, this is the first time I have had this tiny of a baby in here. So she got out. She got through the holes of the hog panel. So for a few minutes, like for an hour or so, she's gonna be in this stall. I'm gonna have to figure out what wire I can put up there to lift it a little bit so that she can't slip out. We're about to go do that now. But she's out here. She's sleeping, taking her nap. The pigs are in here. They have their blanket. Where y'all at? Oh my goodness. Y'all are so talkative. They're getting bigger. They will be weaned end of this week, actually. Now, before we go find some wire to make that where little Beatrice can't get out, I'm going to show you that this was where I had my bucks originally. That was the buck pen. And the buck pen is now empty. So something else is going to be going in there before too long. I'm not sure exactly when. Can y'all guess what it is? Guess. I'm going to let y'all guess. When I make my video of what's in there, I will be sharing who was right, because I know some of y'all are going to get it right. You know me. But anyway, yeah, something's gonna be in there before too long. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to fix a goat fence so that the teeny weeny tiny baby can't get out. Are you inspecting it for me? What do you think, little girl? You think you can get out of there? She says, I'll give it my best try. What do you think, little one? Let's not eat a feather. That's probably not a good idea, you know? Hey, Beatrice, just give me the feather. Baby bee, you give me that feather. Give me the feather. Give me the feather. Give me the feather. Give me the feather. Thank you. That will contain her. That'll do. That'll do. Listen. Oh, she's crying. She's crying because I walked away. She doesn't want to be alone. Poor baby. Now, she's only going to be spending outside during the day. She's still going to go inside at night. She's going to go in. She'll get her nighttime bottle. She'll sleep in her crate in Abby's room. And then she will, you know, stay inside all night. And then at some point the next morning, it's not cold or anything, but she's Abby's little baby. So, you know, she's not gonna leave her out just yet. It is not going to be cold for a while. We have got so much hot, dry. It's not hot. I shouldn't say hot. High 70s, low 80s during the day, 50s at night. Very, very, very dry. We are in a severe drought now. Not extreme yet. I feel like we're going to get to extreme pretty soon, honestly. This, I'm going to show you this. This is so sad. Listen to the ground. It sounds like I'm walking through a bunch of dead leaves, but no, it's just dead grass. It's very unusual for here because we live next to a swamp and we are used to water, wet, mud all the time. We have not had a drought since we've lived on this property. If you are new here, this is MistyDawnFarm, named by my husband's grandmother in the 1950s. And Goober and Gomer Goose are going to be very loud. Now, let me talk about this. Boys. That is enough. Anyway, we have lived here for 5.5 years, and it's been a swamp for the majority of that time. This year is our first year here. We're gonna do this. Sit here for a minute. It has been the driest I've ever seen it in my life. We've had dry spells here and there, but nothing to this point. It is, I feel like y'all are crooked. Are y'all crooked? that better? It has been extreme and unpleasantly dry. There is dust everywhere. It's just odd. It's very odd how dry it is. Our rye seed that we planted is not coming up as it should because it is too dry, which is very sad. And we really need rain, really, really bad. But my whole point in saying all of this was that don't worry about any little animals that are outside. It is warm, it is dry. We do not have cold on the forecast for at least a week. Okay, y'all, before I go this evening, I wanted to do a quick shout out to my members. I'm going to put them all right here. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for the extra support that you show my channel. Obviously, I appreciate every one of you being here and you watching supports my channel. But an extra special thank you to the members. If you're interested in joining us over on members, I share extra member shorts and content. I get your feedback on some things that we're doing around the farm. That's why some of you are probably going to guess correctly what I'm going to put in that empty pen now, because we have talked about it on my member lives and in some of my member shorts when I ask your opinions on things and stuff. So if you want to become a member and you want to join us over there, the link is down below, or you can go to my MistyDawnFarm profile page, whatever it's called here on YouTube, and there's a little spot to click join, and you can do it there if you want to. And if you don't, you're still supporting my channel by watching these videos and liking. Subscribing is huge. I appreciate every single one of you. Watching my videos from the beginning to the end is also very helpful. Every one of you who is still here after watching all this video is greatly supporting my channel, and I still appreciate you. And you're not missing everything like I will do. Just because you're not a member, there is still, members have early access to videos, so they might get to see this video a day before you do, but you're still going to get to see it. And I'm still going to share news here on the farm. You just won't get it as soon. Now you won't get the lives, but eventually everything we talk about on lives and things will be incorporated in a video later or in a short or something like that. Now there's some short form content that's just funny animal antics and things like that you might miss, but there's really not that much. Just so you know, y'all are still getting a lot, and you're still supporting me even though you're not a member, and that is appreciated as well. All right, I'm gonna go do my chores. I came out here to see the pond for a minute, get some pretty videos about here for you. Y'all, a thing I haven't told you before, I don't think, is that this spot right here, this is where the trailer is, where we currently live. But this spot right here, this is where we want to build our house. Our farmhouse right here. And then where this trailer is, that will be moved and we would put a garage there. But this, can you imagine a front porch view of this? Oh my goodness. I can't wait. Can you see the geese? There's Canada geese. They've migrated for the winter. They come here. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. Until next time, keep on the sunny side.